Hello guys, hello chat, hello everyone who have joined so far. Hello, hello. See Cobb Bacon Noodly. Hello everyone. The time has come. It is time for a very big and very important match. One one of the games that will be wrapping up the tournament, closely getting to the end, and there's a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. And obviously for the big days, big games like that, I will not be casting things alone. I will hop on a call with Ship in a second to talk things out with him, to introduce our gamers, our matchup. Hello, Ship.
What is going on, my friend? How's it hanging?
Hello, Ship. It is doing amazing. We are finally going to see one of the most exciting games, probably of all time in the history of party games.
I don't think I detected a single lie in the statement that you just said. I mean, we are looking at winners finals of winners bracket. That is correct. Out of all the players, out of all the talent in this entire bracket, we have whittled it down to the top two players, Cobleemil and NilsThePotato. Both fantastic players in their own right, and both players that I'm excited to see go head to head.
Yeah, it is true. It's only the winners bracket is gonna see its final match today. We have seen so many close games, so many exciting pop-ups, and today we only are down to two people with no losses so far, and today there will only be one remaining, only one going straight into the grand finals of the whole tournament, and the other one going into the losers bracket finals after their defeat, and it is going to be nothing but another close game.
Exactly. And let's just think about the storylines of both of these players coming into this game. I mean, you look at Cobleemil, he's been around for as long as anybody can remember, slowly building, slowly growing, this slowly, slowly developing talent. And now he's finally coming to his own, getting a fantastic win off of Bot Cheetah, the perennial goat of party games. And then you look on the other side, you have NilsThePotato. Nils was once, that new gen that everybody talked about. Like, this is going to be the next guy coming up, NilsThePotato. And look at him now. He is that guy. He has come up. He is here and he's ready to play. He's taken down so much big talent, so many big names in this community, and he's finally here in winners bracket to try and prove that, you know what, maybe this new gen, maybe all of this new gen talent, we can actually win something.
It is true. Both of them were building up. Both of them were slowly growing, slowly improving across the years. Co-op started since the beginning of all of all the community, and then taking a bit of a break. And Nils starting off with as soon as arcade update dropped in the 2021, and now they both come a long way. They both improved massively. Both one of the most consistent players right now, and they both had some insane pop-offs and insane wins in the tournament. Both of them deserve the place in the winners bracket finals, and both of them will definitely have a very, very close game today.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that when we started this entire bracket all the way back when, everybody looked at this bracket, and I don't think anybody would have predicted Cobleemil and NilsThePotato to be going up in winners finals, the only two that have not lost a single game. But it doesn't matter because they've proven that they deserve this place. Nobody's going to contest that. Nobody's going to go after them saying that you won a cheese game or anything like that. They have been playing out of their minds throughout this entire tournament. They've been proved they've proven to themselves, they've proven to everybody, they've taken the predictions and they've said shove it, because they don't care about your damn predictions, they care about winning, and that's what they've done.
It is true, and most importantly, nothing defines those two the best other than the word consistency. Because what both of them showed so far in the tournament is that they are basically good across all the games, and they can consistently win at everything against everyone. And both of them having basically the exact same best pop-off games, and this games like Jigsaw Rush, games like Frozen Floor, which will be a very big determining factor today in close games like that, and also have the exact same weaknesses like pick jousting, for example. So we are looking basically on like two sides of the same coin today. gonna.
Exactly. I mean, when you have two players that are both super consistent, both players that can play at that high level very consistently, it comes down to who manages to eke out just that slightest little advantage. And it comes down to just these little things, one movement, one click, one button press is going to change the entire shape of the game. Because the moment that you have a slight little advantage in one game, I think that in this match in particular, you might just keep that advantage throughout the entire game. If you win the first lab escape, you might start continuously winning all the rest of the lab escapes. And so then it becomes a question of who has slight advantages in each game, who is going to be able to continuously win each game, and who's going to be able to keep that consistently going throughout the entire match.
Yeah, and also definitely a stress will be a factor today because it is a finals. It is a game that will determine who will have a big advantage in the last match in the grand finals, because you can still win the tournament if you go in the grand finals through losers bracket, but you would need to win twice in a row against the winner of the winners bracket, which is a very hard task, especially in a tournament like this where all the remaining contestants are so close in skill to each other, which is gonna be very hard to do no matter who will win the losers bracket in the end.
the the question of stress might be that defining question. I mean, you've got literally everybody in the party games community watching. They may not be on the stream right now typing in chat, but they are watching by proxy. They're going to be watching after the fact. They're going to be paying attention to the scoreline. This is a very important game. And so when everybody's watching like that, when you're finally put on top of this big stage, everybody said, these guys are good, these guys are good, these guys are good, and then finally you've proven that you're good enough to be here. Suddenly, you're stuck in this position where you start questioning yourself, like, am I good enough? Can I actually do it? Can I actually make it? Because nobody wants to fall to losers bracket. Winning a party games tournament through losers bracket, I don't think it's ever been done, and it's so hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's never been done because the previous tournaments we had with losers brackets, 1v1s at least, were never finished because were not organized by
Exactly.
me, but
Never been done, chat. Never been done.
yeah, but this time it's different. This time we will finally see the grand finals in 1v1 tournaments. We will see the wrap up of the losers bracket, but it will be then. But right now, let's invite our players and prepare to start the game. Game that we all excited and all waiting to see.
Exactly. A game, ladies and gentlemen. It is winners bracket. Nils the Potato versus Cobleemil. I mean, both players beloved in the community. Both players are, I'm sure, very excited to just jump in, try their best, play their hearts out. And I'm sure, at the end of the day, we're all friends here. There's going to be no hard feelings. But right now, hard feelings aside, friendships aside, it doesn't matter because they are here to compete. They're here to play, and they're here to win.
Both of them need a bit more time. Cobb is playing his last preparing game. Nils is experiencing a bit of a lag. So let's see. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully lag will not be a factor today. This would suck.
We would hate for there to be any cheese going into this match,
Yeah.
just like a nice, fair, even game. And, do you have any predictions about what kind of games you think are going to be favoring either player here?
I think Cobb will have a bit of a favor in Lab Escape, while Nils will have a bit of upper hand in Animal Slaughter. But other than that, everything else seems like basically neck and neck. Like basically in anyone's could go any way. So I do not know. It's
Yeah, I think that there's one game that I really want to talk about, a game that can really be a swing game depending on the skill level. And I think that game is Ho-Ho. It's kind of this underrated swing game. But if you're really good at Ho-Ho and you can click really fast, you can actually just demolish another player. Who do you think might be able to go into Ho-Ho with a slight advantage?
I know. Based on the previous games, previous performances, I think Cobb has shown a better scores than Nils in this game. Like we've seen Cobb winning decisively in like against Wachida at least, like in the last tournament, in the last round, while Nils lost to me in his last game of Ho he played by 2 stars. I think both of the games were so.
Yeah, absolutely. I think what I really like about Cobb Soho, at least from what I've seen, it's not only that CPS, but it's also how smooth he moves. It's not just that he can click fast. I mean, a lot of people can click fast, but it's that he can always connect it. He's always clicking in the right place at the right time, and he's doing all of that while making the right decisions. He's watching the field around him. He's being able to build around that field, and he's being able to play the game really intelligently. And I really like that from Cobb.
Yeah, he is definitely a very intelligent player, a very experienced one. But Nils also does have a lot of experience. Nils has had his goal to get leaderboard and eventually get number one on the leaderboard in wins, and he's been grinding for that goal recently. Almost at 13,000 wins right now, Nils currently. Very
Yeah,
insane,
God,
consistent grinder. Yeah.
yeah, I think what's funny actually is that I don't think I've actually casted a single Nils game. So this is, I believe this could be my first one. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I think you skipped a few games that were broadcasted. Specifically, one of the closest games in the whole tournament, Nils versus IL in the quarterfinals of
Oh
winners.
God, I wish I would have seen that game. Nils versus IL would have been a bang out.
Okay, hold on.
Hey
Nils.
man, I mean IL's still in this tournament, so
Yeah,
we might see the IL Nils Grands.
we might. It is a possibility. Hold on. Nils is experiencing some issues. Hold on, let me check.
Right.
Okay.
He's working through some technical difficulties, making sure both players are ready to go. Gonna do a quick check here. Make sure lag won't be a big factor.
Wait, we can just Q start the match. Okay, Nils is gonna work through the pain,
Fucking blue ball.
work through the lag. Okay, I will run a very quick 1 minute ad break so the ads will not interrupt us during the match. So, but I mean, everyone is subscribed, but if someone isn't, if someone is like watching the VOD, I do not want the ads to interrupt them. So we'll run a quick ad break and then we will begin. Let me pull up the scoreboard really quickly. Both of them having the exact similar, very similar color, the gold color, and both of them are finding it out for a very good chance to get gold medals in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I quickly wanted to I just saw the news actually. I wanted to quickly bring off topic. How was that match against Cent, Alice?
Oh my gosh,
Ask you about that.
you missed something. It
Yeah, I
was
saw the scores. I'm like, oh, 17-17. Oh, okay. So
uh,
it's like that.
it was the goofiest, silliest match of all time. It just both me, like I know Sant, and both me and Sant were not playing too much recently, and I also took a few shots before the game, so I was a bit tipsy. So the game, the game have seen some weirdest shit. I recommend you and everyone who haven't seen to rewatch the VOD because it was the silliest match of all time, and it was not a battle of who was better. It was a battle who was fucking worse compared
I
to
don't
today's
know
match.
whether fucking like downing a few shots before is like the most baller thing I've ever heard or the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. That's crazy.
I mean, I did. Keiki asked me to do it before my match with him, and
Of
and
course you
it
would,
was
yeah.
and it was my best tournament match. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out again, and I guess it worked, kinda. So
Jesus Christ. Alice 31 and a fucking heater. All right. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. All right. Okay.
yeah,
Game time, ladies and gentlemen. Winners match. Winners
yeah.
finals.
This time we will see not who's gonna be the battle of who's worse, but who's actually better.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Two great gamers jumping into this match. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is the must-watch match of this entire tournament. Okay, the winners finals. I mean, these are the two that haven't lost. One of these two players is going to experience their first loss of this entire tournament in winners finals. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and this is going to be the close game. Let's see it. Let's hope that the lobby will fill out quickly, please. Okay, we've got our lobby. We've got our first match about to begin. Everything is ready. Scoreboard is ready. Let's see it.
Jump into it. Do
Let's
both
see.
of them have the same color on the scoreboard?
Yeah, they have a very similar color.
Nice.
Very similar. And
Love
we're
that, love
starting
that.
off with chicken rings.
Woo!
Ooh, both of them are very familiar with this game. They were fighting it out for world records mostly in 1.16 version, but now this version is not allowed for the tournaments, and they have to play it in a normal way and see who will prevail. So far, Cobb is starting with a bit of a lead. Nils going backwards and tagging a bit behind, but both of them are so close to each other so far. And
Yeah.
Cobb bumps into the
Oh,
ring.
no.
Nils passes him. Nils is now up ahead, going into the half of the game. Cobb bumps again. Nils makes another mistake.
Oh, both of the players are just falling time after time, hitting these rings, bumping into each other. I mean, it's so close. Right now, it's Nils with a slight advantage, but Cobb might have passed him.
Oh.
He has. Cobb has passed him, going into the final rings, and it's Cobb who is juxted out. Oh my God, what a close game.
Cobb just by a little bit. Both of them making so many mistakes. Both of them probably stressing out a little bit, and it affected their performance. But Cobb was the one who secured the win right at the end. Such a close starting game, and we're going into possibly another very close one. Bombardment. Let's see. I'm interested of how long both of them can survive under those conditions, under the pressure of the final match.
I mean, you couldn't have asked for a closer chicken rings. My God, both players making just these slight little mistakes, passing each other, going back and forth, and it was Cobb at the very end and just managed to take that advantage. And now coming into a game of bombardment, of course, Nils going with the classic Al strat. Love to see it. A little bit of respect to your elders.
Yeah.
And as the bombs start falling faster, this is, and as the death waves start approaching, you start asking these questions. How long can these players really make it? And who's going to make it just a little bit longer than the other?
Yeah, all the randoms are dead. Only 10 seconds remaining. Both of them are basically in the same area. Nils is more on the back of the island. Cobb trying to stay closer to the middle. That first death wave finally approaching. Let's see if they can outlive it. Nils is not in the best position, but he barely survives, and both of them made it through. And now let's see who will get a bit more lucky, who will get targeted less. They're both in exact same space.
Oh my God! How is Nils surviving? What is happening?
Look at the
He
move.
he is in the eye of the storm. I feel like he should be dying every single move he makes. Another death wave comes out. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God!
They're both
Look at the
living.
moves. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Nils is the one getting targeted more, but look at his consistent moves. He just survives everything. He just doesn't die. Look at him go.
Bro, he's cheating. Somebody check his PC, bro. This is baffling. Oh my God, Nils is playing an absolute banger of a bombardment game. This is baffling. Both players just living. It's Cobb in the front, living his best life. Another death wave comes in, and it's Nils that survives again. Are they going for world record? What is this world record party? This is a competitive tournament match. What are you doing?
And that's why they're the best of the best right now. Look at them go. Nils surviving again. He's just so close to dying all the time, but he's barely making it all the time. He knows what he's doing with those backward strats, and both of them are on the different sides of the island. Cobb on the front, Nils at the back. Who will prevail? Who will make the first mistake and the last in this bombardment? Because one small mistake and you're out. And they're already
Exactly.
I
The
think it's
2-minute 30 mark has been hit, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it might be new top 3 score, honestly. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Look at
both
him.
these
Look at them
players
go.
Playing fantastically right now. It's Cobb in the front, just living his best life. Another death wave comes in. It doesn't matter. I might as well not even call them death waves at this point, because the death wave implies that players die to them. These two players don't do that.
Yeah, they're just invincible. Look at them go. Both just staying away from each other, and the death waves are just cannot touch them. They're just surviving everything. 3-minute mark already. What are they doing?
It just gets more and more hype the more time passes. I have never seen a bombardment game play this masterfully. Nils the Potato in the back just playing beautiful, beautiful games backwards this entire time. He doesn't care that he's backwards, and then Cobb in the front doing the exact same thing. But it's finally over. It's finally over.
Oh my
Nils.
gosh. Damn, the 3-minute bombardment. That's what we'll have to see in the winners finals.
Second match of the tournament. The second match of the tournament.
Damn. Wow. And Nils was the one who prevailed. Cobb staying on the front, got a bit less lucky with the targeting of the blocks and died eventually after almost 3.5 minutes. Like 1 minute off, 1 minute more, and they would have gotten the record. But it doesn't matter now. They have more games up ahead, like campaigning with Cobleemil right now in a bit of a lead, but Nils is not too far behind. He's actually catching up right now. They're both within 10 points of each other. Oh, they're so close, but Cobb barely wins this one as well, bringing back his star lead to 1 once again, and then another fast game jungle jump. Let's see it. Both of them starting on the fence.
Let's see.
Cobb falls off the fence. Cobb falls off.
Oh no!
And Nils is up ahead.
Slightly behind. Who's going to be able to play? The question, nobody making mistakes.
Nils made a mistake, but not. But it doesn't affect him too much. Yeah,
There he is.
he got stuck on stairs a few times, but it doesn't matter. Cobb's mistake at the start cost him the whole game, and now Nils ties up the score again, halfway done through game number 1, and the score is 10-10 right now.
Big money for both of these players, playing absolutely phenomenally right now. I mean, if you wanted high level of party games play, this is maybe the highest I've ever seen. It's absolutely baffling how both these players are playing so well, and they're both winning games too. They're looking good on both separate games, and I love that.
Yeah, that's it. We're getting into minecart racing. Oh, Nils with a bit of a lead at the start here. Oh, he's so far ahead. Cobb is missing a lot of shots, maybe not getting enough RNG, and now Cobb is losing. Losing this minecart racing. Nils is up in the lead for the first time in this matchup, and but still not
Nils
too far.
decided that, losing was not in his best interest, and he just decided to speed off. He said, no, sorry, this is my game. You're going to have to wait for the next game. And the next game is a game that you were talking about earlier, that maybe this game might favor one competitor over the other.
Yeah, I mean, Nils is current world record holder in this one, and it seemed that Cobb was always kind of struggling in this one against other
what may be a bit of a issue.
Hello?
This is suboptimal.
Hello?
Maybe a little bit of lag coming in from one of our competitors.
Yeah, what is going on?
Hold on.
Is Nils streaming?
Oh,
well,
he is gone.
I guess. Okay, I guess we're not gonna see. I guess we're not gonna see animal slaughter right now.
Maybe a little bit too intense for Nils there.
Okay. We're pausing for a second. We're pausing for a second.
I'm sure he will return in better shape. Get back into it. Nils, unfortunate disconnect. This won't affect the match too much, I don't think. I mean, we're already 4 games in. Cobb.
Yeah.
There he is. But waiting. And he's back.
Yeah, he is here. That happened.
One of the statements of all time.
What happened? That happened. That's
it happened. I mean,
it sure did.
He said it, right?
It did happen. French internet on strike again, as usual.
I have so many jokes I can make about the French, but I'm not going to make any
let's not get political today.
Okay, all right. Look, okay, that match didn't count, and into a game of Jigsaw Rush immediately after.
Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? No.
Oh no, he's gone.
Wait, are you still in the game? I warped you.
Oh no, I'm still in the game. Oh yeah.
Wait, is both Cobb and Nils playing?
Both of them are just in the game, and Nils has just won a game of Jigsaw Rush.
Oh wait, I thought I warped the party. Why did it not warp? Okay.
Absolutely, you did not. You have failed to warp the party.
Okay, so who won this Jigsaw Rush? Nils?
It was Nils, and Cobb was in second.
Okay, so Nils is 2 stars ahead going into 2 more rounds. Okay.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
Speed from both the players, by the way. It was a very fast round for both players.
I will rewatch it later during the timing.
Watch it in post, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we have the replay mod file, right? So.
Yeah, but I didn't rejoin them. I was still in the lobby because I lobbied and warped both the players, and none of them warped.
Game lost. A game lost to time. Only my eyes have seen it. Oh man, beautiful.
Oh, workshop. Game
This is
number
gonna be fun.
7. Yeah, and I don't see any of them on the bad side, so I
I
assume.
am looking around. Oh wait, here's Cobb. Yeah, Cobb is on the good side. Question is Nils. He's also on the good side. Both players on the same good side. We're going to see some optimally fast workshop play, and as you can see, they are both this close together. Speedy as all can be. But there, once again, both players on 3. It literally is coming down to milliseconds here. Cobb though 1 millisecond ahead, and just a couple in the lead right now, going into the last 2 crafts. But it's going to be Nils with a slight lead now, coming into that last craft. What's it going to be? Both players so close. It's all going to come down. Here it comes, and oh my god!
Did they finish at the same frame? What was that?
I think Nils was just slightly faster, but wow, what a blistering pace from both competitors.
What the hell? They were so close the whole round, and Nils, I think, finished by like 1 frame ahead, and now he's going with a 3-star lead into the last round of game 1, and it's Avalanche, 8 out of 8. We love to see that.
An Avalanche, oh my god, double stars?
Yo, please.
Yo? No way. Going into the last round and 3 stars ahead. I mean, it started off looking consistent, and then Nils kind of just started to edge out Cobb just a little bit. Like I said, hold on, hold your horses. Sheepo3 needs to stop talking right now because big jousting, anything can happen in a new game 2, fresh randoms.
Yeah, and the lobby is fully filled in. It's a chance for Cobb to tie this game up. He's 3 stars behind. He needs to win this. He needs to go for Nils, and he's going for him. He waited for randoms to go, and this is it. Oh, Nils is running away.
Look at him. Like a missile tracking after him. Katie gets another hit. He's got 2 hits. Can he get more hits? Cobb.
Oh, he does it.
He gets the kill.
But does he have enough to outlive randoms? Does he have enough? He needs to outlive all of them. He's hiding right now. He's trying to not get into any fights right now, waiting for randoms to kill each other there. Can he tie it up? Oh, this is gonna be close.
Does he have Nils in the lobby trying his best to try and save his win here? But Cobb says no, he doesn't care. He doesn't get the regen, though. He takes a hit, no regen. How many hearts does he have left? We have no idea. He goes.
He gets the regen. He gets the regen. And the last random not fighting it, and Cobb ties it up. Oh my god.
Last game he does it. There is no world where you should ever cob out Cobleemil, because he may be the consistency king, but he can pop off when it is required, and the first game ends in a tie in devastating fashion.
Yeah, a 3-0 right at the end. Big jousting saves Cobb. They're barely making it, and the first game was as close as it could get. First half was neck and neck. Nils got a bit of upper hand towards the end, but big jousting just messed him up and denied his win, and both of them are on the same pace once again.
I'm going to say it right now. I think that is the best game of competitive party games I think I've ever seen. That was absolutely incredible. It was literally so close for both it was inches away, as close as you could ask, as close as you could want it to be. And in the final stretches where Nils has just been that slight bit better than Cobb, Cobb manages to come back. He targets, goes right after. There's no interference from nods. It is just a straight 1v1, and Cobb just wins that straight 1v1. He takes out the rest of the randoms. He gets those 3 stars, and he gets that tie.
Yeah, good play from Cobb. And I'm just looking at the jigsaw rush that we have missed. Grab the replay.
I can't believe you don't. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was very close.
Never been so disrespected.
What do you mean? This is
I feel like I've been very trustworthy. Okay, I can't believe it.
No, I'm not that I don't trust you. I just need it for the stats. Okay, I cannot retime the game. I wasn't.
Stats. Okay, for the stats. He needs it for the stats. All right. He needs it for the stats, guys. He needs it for the stats.
It's all for the stats, guys. Okay.
All for the stats.
And now with round 1 is over, both of them tied up in a very close match. The highlight of this first game was definitely a fucking 3.5 minute bombardment. Like, are you kidding me? What was that?
I mean, literally in any other game, that last game of pig jousting would have been the highlight. That would have been the game that everybody's talking about. But we just saw like a near world record run in bombardment. Both players just deciding not to die. And it was Nils who edged it out and won that game. However, it ends in a tie. It just shows that both competitors are so fucking good. They're so good.
They are, and they both truly deserve to be here. And let us see what we will get in the second game. Let's see if anyone will finally get in the lead, or if they tie again. It might happen. We've seen quite a lot of ties recently.
Exactly.
Oh.
But look, here's the way it's gonna be. Okay, we see that first game, a lot of core games, a lot of first place, second place type games. We only see one big swing game, but that big swing game had a really big effect. So if we see more swing games coming into effect here, we might see even more volatile games in the future.
Yeah, especially like I said before the match, the two major swing games are very interesting today because they're both really good at Frozen 4 and they're both usually struggle with pig jousting. So it's basically like 50-50 in those swing games for them today. So it could go either way and it could get any of them the win right at the end like it happened in game 1. And let's see what will happen in game 2 now.
Both competitors hoping for that perfect combination, a little bit of skill, a little bit of luck, a little bit of cycle theory sprinkled into the mix, and that is the perfect recipe for a dub. Both those players hoping that they can cook that perfect recipe. The question is who is going to get the ingredients that they need to do it. And we start off on a game that was so close last time, Workshop.
Yeah, basically like on the same fucking frame or something they finished, and I think they both got on the good side again. Let's see it. Let's see who will prevail this time.
Nils on good side.
Yeah, and Cobb is struggling a bit behind this time. Nils is starting with the lead. Like half a craft, half a second over Cobb. Yeah, Cobb is slightly catching up. Slowly getting better on Nils with the fast shears. Cobb falling a bit behind again.
Nils is going hyper. Oh, he might have made a bit of mistake on that crafting table there. Spent a little bit of time there. Now he's slowing down, but he's still going so fast, going right to the crafting table. He's going to be getting out at any time coming into this last craft. He gets it done, and it's not nearly as close as it was last time. Nils takes a win, and lagging behind, there is Cobb.
Yeah, Cobb this time maybe had a bit of a worse side, but still Nils with a more consistent game this time, starts off with a 1-star lead, and now we're going into a long game of endlessly. We have not seen it yet today. Let's see. Nils had a
game that everybody loves to play, a game that everybody loves to watch. It's Anvil Spleef, maybe the most loved party game of the entire tournament, and I'm excited to see both these players go head-to-head in it.
That's true. Nils is not doing the start he did last time when he played with me, because what he did in the match with me, he was just following me the whole time.
I love that strat.
Yeah, he would
classic just be as annoying as possible.
Yeah, and he lost all 3 times, so it didn't help. Maybe that's he switched. Maybe that's why he switched.
That's my goat. That's my goat right there. Okay.
Yeah, the only game of good.
Oh, watermelon.
Nils did some risky jump there, trying to distract Cobb in the party chat. Almost got himself killed.
Both players playing the word association game, or like, I don't know, the name. Oh, they're both naming fruits, going back and forth. Apple, pineapple, orange, strawberry, banana comes out from Cobb. Now the onus is on Nils. Can he name a fruit as well? He names himself. He himself is a fruit. This is a new development.
Yeah, Nils is a very fruity guy, so not surprised.
That is one of the casting calls of all time coming out from House 31 there.
Thank you. I tried my best.
That, ladies.
I tried my best. Thank you.
And I mean, we're coming down to the wire here. One random still alive. I mean, doing pretty good to survive this far, but now it's going to come down to the land game. And in the land game, I'm kind of liking Cobb a little bit more here.
Yeah, but they're both kind of closing in on the exact same area. I think they might be finishing on pretty much the same blocks, and this random barely didn't make it to the top two. Oh, Cobb with the risky pre-block jump there. They're both on the same block now, as I said. And they both died at the same time! What? How you don't?
Jesus, what the fuck?
How you
Wait,
don't have
how
him?
how is Anvil Spleef a close game? What are you talking about? Isn't that how this works?
How does it work? Never,
Look,
never happened
jumping
before.
in directly into a game of ho-ho, and it's already
Oh,
started. It's Cobb that starts off strong, and Nils, oh no, I don't like his positioning. He's surrounded by so many randoms. Look at the green. Green's taking everything. He doesn't care. Look at how much lane Green has.
yeah,
Holy
and
shit.
Niels is like missing so many block placements. He lagged behind a little bit here. Yeah, look at him. He's missing so
Oh, look
many
at
of his.
Cobb
Yeah, and Cobb stealing
eating up the
so
rest
much
of it.
land.
He actually might get a third here. That random has all the land of the world, and Nils just caught between a rock and a hard place. He can't be excited about that performance. And yep, there he goes, falls down to third, and that's where he will remain. Cobb with a big money game here.
Yeah, Cobb is now 2 stars ahead because of this ho ho ho. And I don't know if Niels had any lag issues there. He was like missing a lot of his like ho placements there.
Why
What?
is Nils talking shit to fucking in the all chat, dude? What is happening?
Niels likes to talk. Oh, and it's a punt game. We haven't seen those in quite a bit, which
Um,
is good. Don't give us
classic
those.
game Fire Leapers. You want to die together, else 31?
I want to kill the people first.
Okay, understand.
Oh, I do not
Yeah,
want to. I don't want to see people around me.
Understandable. I
How
mean,
did how
I
did
know
he
that
die? Oh,
social anxiety.
and
Oh,
this is the
okay,
game that
all right.
ruined Niels last time, but maybe it will be his savior now. He is 2 stars behind. He can recover this lead right now. Let's see.
Exactly. Look at Cobb already having to fight with a random. That is not a
Oh.
good start from him. He takes down the random, but will the regen be enough to get him back to full? I don't know. Cobb gonna get the kill there, and Nils, look at him. He's just playing. He does not care. He's staying all the way back in his corner. He knows what happens last time. He does not want it to happen again. He's gonna stay all the way down in his corner as one random Bill Best tries. He is searching around, trying to find a player. The question is, who will he find first? He sees Nils. No, he doesn't. He still doesn't. Oh, and Nils talking more shit. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, if that actually fucking works. West is the first.
I don't think the random knows the directions.
This is peak party games, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets you. When you are good enough, this is where you have to start eking out your advantages here, okay? And look at Cobb goes out. He's trying to get the regen. He gets it. No hits taken too. He goes in, immediately goes for the fight here. Here comes the fight, going for first place here. Cobb, both of them at full health. And it's gonna be Cobb again who's gonna win the fight, and Pig Jousting takes the win.
Yeah, and Niels didn't try to go aggressive at all in this one. He was just staying in his corner until the very end, even though he's already behind. And Cobb getting regen from 2 randoms, had enough health to finish Niels off, and now he's 3 stars ahead going into cannon painting.
Yeah, Cobb has I wouldn't say a Mongo lead, but it is significant, 11-8, and games slowly disappearing. I mean, I think Cobb won cannon painting last time, and he's looking to do a little bit of a repeat here. Nils is keeping it close here. Oh, there's a bit of a competition now. Cobb falling all the way back behind. Cobb, though, takes the lead again, and now it's Nils trying to fight for second place here. He doesn't even get it. He doesn't get the second. Oh, no. Disaster for Nils.
Oh, what are those games? Yeah, Cobb getting another 2-star swing here, and now we're going into another potentially swing game. We got 4 of them in a row. Ho-Ho, Big Jousting, camping, now Super Ship. Oh, yeah. This random just screwing Niels up so much. Oh, Niels! Wait, Cobb is almost dying to the random. Did you see that? He just faced to the...
Yeah.
What was that, Cobb? Cobb is feeling himself...
Nils.
Cobb is feeling himself too comfortable, I guess. Right now.
Exactly. Finally, that random that cost Nils the cannon painting goes down. He's got to be feeling a little bit happy about that. And both competitors, look at how aggressive Nils is being. I mean, he kind of has to, kind of forced to in this situation. He needs to try and get back a little bit of stars that he's lost because he's down 14-9. That's 5 stars, and with only so many games left, I mean, he's got to have to get some swing games to make anything happen here.
Yeah, Cobb is saying that I saw nothing. He's wrong. I see everything.
Don't disrespect Al. Okay, he sees everything. He watches.
Yeah.
He knows. All right.
I know. Yeah. And now there's another random still alive, which is good for Niels, who is trying to get this random eliminated for some reason. and almost get
He's
himself killed, and he
oh no!
dies. He dies to the random Nils. You cannot do those plays right
What are you
now.
doing, Nils? You're playing like a psychopath. What are you doing?
And now
It's
Nils lost. He's 7 stars behind with only 2 rounds left. Chicken Wings is round 7. It's not gonna help him at all right now.
Nils. I don't know if you know this or not, but last game it was a 1-1 tie. It was a tie. You were both tied. You could have, you know,
Yeah, Nils was performing better in that game. He tied it up only because of the big jousting, and now it's a completely
now for
different scenario.
Nils. Yeah, now Cobb just taking a big fat lead. He's all the way gone.
He is so far ahead now, and getting 3 2-star swings in uh, 3 of the half swing games, and now 7 stars ahead with 2 rounds left. Cobb improving his lead even more in these chicken rings. Nils is just not having a great time in game number 2, letting Cobb take the lead in the matchup.
Wow, yeah, and game number 2, I mean, it started off looking good for Nils, but then Cobb said, no, I think it's my time to shine." And then he's shown brighter than I've seen almost anybody shine, absolutely dominating a competitor that was so strong in game number 1. Suddenly, you start asking questions about who really is the player to watch here. Is it Nils the Potato, or is it Cobb, or is it a game of Avalanche?
Havisel really wants Avalanche 8 out of 8 today.
Avalanche, very important. Okay, that's actually true. It is the second Avalanche 8 out of 8 we've gotten.
Imagine if it was unbanned and we got it twice at this point. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered right now, but it might have mattered last time.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, you can analyze this game in so many different ways. Maybe it's Nils making a lot of mistakes and Cobb just taking advantage, or maybe it's Cobb playing out of his mind and just Nils just can't keep up. I mean, you can see it both ways. I think honestly, it's a little bit of both. Both players, had some unfortunate luck, and it was Nils though that took the brunt of it, and Cobb just managed to play really well, just take the games that he needed to take. He took the advantages he needed to take, and he beat the mistakes out of Dills that he needed to beat. And suddenly he takes a massive lead in a dominant game number 2.
Yeah, what a performance and what a difference between them. It's not as close to game 1 at all. And Cobb, because of his last second save from big jousting in game 1, he only needs to win 1 more. He only needs to tie in game number 3, and he's in grand finals. He just made it like that.
Cobb with one of the craziest. Oh god, last game. Oh geez.
Oh yeah, we'll be here for a while, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, everybody, grab your popcorn. Now is the time. All right, might as well, take a bathroom break now. They'll still be going when you come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna run an ad. The bombardment will still be going by.
Oh man, I hope I'm getting paid overtime for this one, Alice.
We'll see. We'll see about.
All right, and now it loses a little bit of its hype because the game doesn't really matter all that much. I mean, if they get world record, it'll be really cool, but
yeah, it's hard to. They need to make it for like 4.5 minutes at least to break the record. So it's
exactly.
They did it 3.5 last time, so they showed that they're capable of it. But
I mean, sometimes the cannonballs don't fall right. Sometimes the god of bombardment doesn't like you to stay alive for a very long time. However, sometimes the skill of the players, it doesn't even matter. They just stay alive anyway. Who cares?
That's true. Let's see it. They made it through the first death wave just like last time, and first death wave is like basically the most important. Oh, never mind. They're not gonna get the world record here.
Nope. Close. Yeah. Almost world record. Almost got there.
Yeah.
All right. Game number 2. That is official. That is in the books. It was in the books, 2 rounds ago, but it doesn't matter. It is in the books now. Cobleemil takes it in a absolute dominating, beautiful fashion. 2-star swings all over the place. He takes the swing games. He makes them his games. And, coming into game number 3, now we're looking kind of for the swing back. Can Nils the potato show that he's got a little bit grit inside of him?
Yeah, Nils, I know what happened. I think just maybe the swing games didn't go his way. Maybe it was a bit unlucky, but in like it was close besides all of the like half swing games where he was a bit lucky. Can painting fell behind random at the last second. Super Ship got some pretty bad calls, maybe nervousness from being too far behind or something. But now,
Exactly. Look, in game number 3, ladies and gentlemen, focus up, get excited. Both these competitors have shown off an absolute banger performance. Both both competitors at the top of their game. It is winners finals, game number 3. It is Cobleemil that has the opportunity to take it now. And I feel like we've seen Cobb in these positions where he has the ability to just take it, but he just continue. It feels like he just has he's been choking a lot of these game 4s away, games that maybe he should be winning, games that he needs to win to just be able to confirm it. But going down to a 2-1, I mean, he would love to just take this now and finish it off.
yeah, I mean, Hub didn't really had too many game fours this tournament. Maybe in the previous ones, he only had game four against Cheetah where he was one behind and he needed to win, and he did. So Hub has a good experience last time with it. And
Yeah,
Nils is now in Cobb's position from the last match. Nils is the one who needs to make a comeback, needs to tie it up and have an opportunity to win this whole thing, because like the even tie is enough for Cobb at this point. Nils cannot afford any losses now. So let's see, both of
exactly.
them are ready. Let's see what we will get at the start of game 3. Is it gonna be more swings, or are they gonna have another close games full of core mini games like game number 1? Let's see it.
Exactly. I mean, last game was very swingy. The game before that was very solid. In the solid game, it was a tie. In the swingy game, it was a Cobb win. Nils needs to get some swing games, but he needs to get swing games that favor him. And it feels like he just doesn't, he isn't favored a lot in the swing games, which, you don't really like as a competitor with somebody as consistent as Cobb is being not favored in the swing games. You don't really love to see it going into a game of Jigsaw Rush. That's going to make Nils a little bit happy though.
Yeah, this is the one of those core games, and this time we will actually see it live with the viewers. And Cobb, oh, going so fast, and both of them, look at how close it was. Cobb starting off so fast, so strong, choking right in the middle, and they're both finishing basically few frames apart at the end.
Yeah, literally, it was Cobb got those first 5 blocks in less than half a second, and then it was the pause, and then it was the mistake, and then everything fell apart. And Nils took advantage. He's just the slower but more consistent. He manages to take it away.
Oh, we haven't seen this one today. RPG 16 between those players. RPG have been pretty lucky in earlier matchup yesterday. But
Exactly.
let's see what it will
Cobb,
be.
2 pigs, 3 pigs in a row, actually. And Cobb gets hit in return. Oh my god.
Yeah.
The random just absolutely destroying Cobb.
Yeah, Niels was not shooting at all, and he was just staying here watching Cobb getting killed
Oh,
by
Cobb
random.
got 1 health.
Oh, Niels getting the
Get
kill!
goes down.
But Cobb got the kill on random as he was dying, which was good for Cobb, but that one death might determine the result for him. Niels is going for the random, he is finishing him off, and now going for Cobb again. Nice hit from Niels. But he's at 1 health himself. Cobb gets the kill on Niels this time and gets up ahead by 1 kill in RPG. And Nils needs to get to that pile of random.
Oh,
Cobb
these
is...
randoms are so low. They're so low. And it's Nils that takes advantage. He gets the kill. It's 3-3, both with 1 death. Cobb gets another kill, though. It's 4-3 now. And Nils needs to respond now. The game is coming down to the wire. Time is slowly expiring. The question is, can he do it? And he can't do it. It is Cobb that just manages to hang on to the slightest of leads.
Yeah, Cobb ties up the score by just 1 kill in this RPG. It was very close. Nils having a bit of unfortunate spawns after death, and also maybe a bit laggy, but it doesn't matter. Cobb was a bit more consistent, and now we're going into game of Lone Moor. Both of the participants are very good at it, and Cobb starting off a bit of a lead, and
Brando kind of messing with Nils a little bit there, trying to take away some of his grass. And you can see from the scoreline Cobb with a slight lead, but it doesn't really matter because Nils is so close. Both of these competitors literally within 5 pieces of grass of each other. The points couldn't be even closer. And it's actually Nils that is going to eke out that first major advantage of this entire game. And as I say that, man, I shouldn't have even spoken.
Yeah, Cobb almost instantly passes Nils after that, and then falling behind again. Nils is a little bit in the lead, just 5 points between them or so. It is going to be so close. There not that much time left, only a few seconds. Nils,
Cobb losing more and more.
yeah, 10 points between them now. I think Nils has this one in the back. He's back in the 1-star lead after 3 rounds. Oh, this is so close. Minecart Racing, a game where Nils kind of dominated last time. Let's see what kind of RNG they will get.
Who's going to get the blocks? So much blue.
Yeah, and Cobb is blue.
Cobb has the blue. Oh, this could be such big money, but it doesn't even matter. Nils is even faster.
Yeah, and Cobb misses.
God.
Cobb misses a lot, and Nils already on back speed. Cobb is behind the random. Hold on. Okay, he passes the random. Okay. He passes the random at least.
My heart got racing for a second. Not even minecart racing there. And it is Nils that is going to win again. A 2-star lead. A 2-star lead has been shown to not be a comfortable lead here. All right. You're going to need at least 4 stars to feel a little bit comfortable. You saw what happened in game 1 going into a game of Lab Escape, a game that Cobb might have the slight advantage in, a game that he needs to win if he wants to bring this game back to a more even scoreline.
Yeah, and Cobb is currently starting with a lead, half a block between them, but look at this space. They're both so close to each other. One small mistake, one little mess up, one slow hotbar change, hotbar rotation, and you just out. And
Jesus Christ, it's close. Finally, Cobb might be gaining a little bit of advantage. Literally, he's gaining just frames at a time. 1 frame here, 2 frames here. It is so close, and Cobb finally managing to eke out a solid advantage here. The question is, will it be a mistake there? Can Nils start popping off even faster? It's coming off there. There's not much time left to do that, though. 5 blocks left for Cobb. It looks like he is going to be taking the Lab Escape, the game that he sorely needs. Nils comes in second, and there's only a 1-star lead.
Yeah, and it was looking close at the start, but then as time was going by, Cobb was only improving his advantage. Nils doing a bit more chokes, fell behind, and now he's losing 1 star, still 1 star in the lead, but Cobb is getting closer in the whole matchup as well, and it is high ground, which we will be skipping.
High ground, a banned game, of course. Now, question is, how many games do we have left? Is it like
we have
3?
Only 3 rounds left, yeah.
3 rounds left. This means that, 3 rounds left. It means a tie is very much on the table here for both these competitors if they keep getting core games going 1-2, 1-2. And a tie for Cobb would be a win for Cobb. He wants this tie. He needs this tie because he's already eked out that 1 game advantage. And suddenly that tie, looks so much scarier for Nils. He needs to find a little bit more consistency. He needs to win. He needs to start just winning games without any questions.
Yeah, and not only he needs to win as many games as he can, he also needs to pray that he will not get big just in round 8 again. He cannot afford to lose big swings at this point.
Not the pig dude, if there's a double 3-star swing in round 8, I might lose my mind. It would be I might just put down my headset, leave the call, never cast party games again. It would be beyond baffling.
It would be an exciting ending, but it would be very, very interesting one. Pig fish, not the other pig game. It is pig fishing now.
Pig fishing, all right. This is the safe. All right, Cobb shouting out a little bit of a bro there. Probably not happy with either the game or where he spawned, and it's showing Mini Tomato actually taking the lead, but it is Nils who's right behind him. Cobb still at 0, finally gets his first pig, but there's a bit. Oh wow, Nils has been making mistakes.
Yeah, what is happening? How were they both behind or tied with the random for a bit? What were they doing? What happened there?
Yeah, both players on pretty good rotations. I like Nils's whatever the word is, I can't remember it. I like he's doing better.
He's just better.
Start talking, Owls, okay?
Yeah, Nils is being more consistent with his rod throws, rod reels. He is getting more consistent cycle, but I think Cobb is trying to steal some picks from Nils' cycle. They're going pretty much on the same pace right now, and Cobb is actually manages to catch up and steal from Nils. I think his tactic, or maybe accidental tactic, is working here.
Oh, Nils steals a pick from Cobb.
Yeah, they're
But
both.
Cobb takes right back. It is literally hand in hand. It's Cobb here with the advantage. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds, and it's a 3-pick advantage for Cobb. He was down the entire game, but he's made the comeback, and he's won the game. He has tied it up. It is 15-15. 2 games remaining into a game of jungle jump.
It is so close, and Cobb needs to win this, and he needs to be in the lead for the last round, because if it's going to be a core game in this scenario, he will be looking very good for the time. Nils falls into the hole. Nils making a mistake here, and he's behind the random as well.
Cobb so far ahead, no mistake is going to finish it, and Cobb doesn't care about your mistakes. He spits on your puny mistakes. He doesn't make those because he's consistency. Cobb, he doesn't make mistakes, and now he is in the lead. 1 game left. A swing game is what Nils wants. A core game is not what he needs. He needs big money, a 2-star swing, a 3-star swing. It doesn't matter because he cannot afford a tie here.
Yeah, it is. Now Nils the one who needs like big adjusting.
Does he have the clutch factor? Does he have that dog in him? Does he have it?
Yeah, you know, I mentioned Frozen 4 at the start of the game that they both were good at it, and we have not seen it the whole game. I think they played a bunch of like practice rounds before the actual event, and they got Frozen 4 in every single round, and this time they did not get at all.
Is Frozen? I mean, are you casters cursing this House 31?
I mean, it looks like Frozen 4 is the only game that is looking good for Nils, because he lost all the other potential swing games before. Can plating, Ho Ho Ho, Big Jousting, Super Ship, all in Cobb's favor. We have not yet seen only Frozen 4, and that might be the only answer Nils needs right now. Let's see what is going to be round 8. He's manifesting it as well. He needs it, and it's chicken rings.
Oh no, Nils, his head in his hands. He's devastated. This is the one game that he didn't want, and now he needs the most massive throw from Cobb we've ever seen, maybe of all time.
Yeah, he just needs to pray that the randoms are capable enough and Cobb will mess up, and Nils needs to win himself as well. He's taking the lead, but Cobb is right behind, not making mistakes, trying to play it safely and just secure his tie.
So good. He knows what he needs to do, and he's doing it. He doesn't care about the win. He doesn't need the win. He just doesn't need to mess up. That is all he takes. And now, Nils, it might be it. It might be the swing. The horns are playing, and they are not playing a song of happiness. It is a song of despair, because Cobb has just cemented his place as our first grand finalist in the 5th official Party Games 1v1 tournament.
GG's. Yeah, what a close game. 2 ties, and game 2 not as close, but still great performance from both of them. They definitely proved that they deserve to be here, and they showed a great match today. GG's.
Yeah, I mean, like, you start off in a first game that was so competitive, so intelligent, maybe regarded as one of the best single games of Party Games we've ever seen from a player or from 2 players. And then after that, it was just the Cobb show. And Cobb showed up in that second game. He dominated in that second game. He got the swing games, and he won the swing games. And in that final game that Nils needed to win, it was so close coming into that final, but was not to be. It was not meant to be. God, the Party Games gods came down and blessed God. They cursed Nils. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. Party Games is a cruel mistress, but it is a mistress that decides winners. And we have a winner right here.
Yeah, and Party Games gods definitely decided. Maybe because Cobb has slayed the Party Games god last time, and now he is all powerful, and he is the next possible winner. He is the first person ever potentially to win other than Cheetah, but it is not determined yet. Cheetah has still not been eliminated. Nils has still not been eliminated. All of the remaining players still have a chance, but Cobb, standing above all of them, still not lost a single match, still has the greatest opportunity of them all. Just one more win, and he got this whole tournament in the bag.
Absolutely. And we have confirmation Cobb will be coming on for a winner's interview with our casters. If you want to switch over calls here, we can get in and talk to the man of the hour.
Yeah, of course. Let's get in the call with him and ask him a few questions. Let him wait. Hello, Cobb. Congrats on the win.
It, I'm really happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cobb. Look, Cobb, you played. I just want to walk you through kind of each match individually. I mean, let's talk about game number one. I mean, one of the most competitive games of party games I've ever seen. How do you feel about bringing it all the way back in that pig jousting?
I mean, I I can't attribute it to skill in any way. I mean, RNG just happened to bless me here.
Mm,
It, the randoms in the game were complete NPCs, letting me kill the last guy who gave me his regeneration. Like, was not even trying to hit me at that point.
yeah, and before you. And before you got that regeneration, how many hearts were you at? Were you at close to full or like half or anything?
I think at around eight hearts. So I wasn't low or anything, but still, it definitely did help me.
Fuck. Hold on.
Okay.
Give me a second, guys. Just I'm sorry to interrupt the winner's interview. We have a donation from.
Whoa! What the fuck?
We
Wait,
have a
hold on.
donation from D again with $50. D, what are you doing? Stop.
What?
$50 donation.
Yeah.
Alistair, you won.
D keeps throwing money at me. They donated 50.
Goddamn.
We donated 60 yesterday during my match with Sand, and now more than they say. I love Cobleemil. Also, happy birthday. Thank you, D. Thank you. Stop throwing money at me. Hold on. I will thank them more in a bit. Let's get back into the winner's interview.
Yeah, I wanted to jump into into game number two. I mean, game number two, it was just the whole Cobb show. What happened there?
Well, I got the games I wanted. I didn't really get too many games I completely dislike, and I just happened to do really well on them.
Humble as always. And then, game number three here, the game, and I think it came down to that final game. Nils needed that big swing game. I mean, you won the game right before it, though. Big money from you. How do you feel kind of coming up clutch in that situation there?
It's interesting because the game before the last game was pig fishing, right? Or at least one of the last games was pig fishing. Yeah. So before this actual tournament, we did a few practice 1v1s with Nils, and he posted the results in the competitive channel. And every single time we got pig fishing, I lost. I didn't win a single time.
I mean, you won when it mattered, right?
Yeah, I didn't really clutch up in the actual tournament, but I had like all motivation was completely gone the second I saw that pig fishing. I was fully ready to go on to the game number 5, but apparently that was not necessary.
Look, all right, Cobb. There's a reason I call you consistency, Cobb. It's because you've been consistently fantastic throughout this entire game. You have cemented your spot as the first grand finalist above all the rest. I mean, against all this competition, you are the one that stands above everybody else. How are you feeling about that?
It's pretty fun, to be honest. But I do have to hope and pray that the other grand finalist will be about Cheetah, because I feel like I do want to 1v1 him again. It's the last time we did, so it was a bit it wasn't exactly optimal.
All right.
So out of all remaining losers bracket players, you expecting Cheetah to get against you once again?
Well, I certainly hope so.
All right.
Sorry, Alex.
No, I'm not expecting myself to be there, but
you know what, Cobb, I'm going to need you to be a little bit less humble because you have just had an absolute amazing game. Pat yourself on the back. You did absolutely phenomenal. I think everybody in the chat agrees. Thank you so much for coming on for an interview, and we all wish you luck in the grand finals.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Good.
All right.
GG on the game once again. Really great job. Yeah. Okay. Cobb is gone now.
Yeah, and I mean,
Humble
God,
as always.
what a fucking battle! What a battle of just two competitors playing so incredibly well. Both competitors putting it all on the line, and it is one that comes out. It is Cobb. It is the first grand finalist, and I mean,
Yeah.
anything else to say about this absolute incredible game?
It just reminds me a lot about of the Christmas 1v1 finals, which was also very close game with 2 ties and one just small victory for IL there against Cobb, and it seems to be like some sort of a pattern for nowadays finals. It's just a lot of ties in the final rounds and a lot of not that long games, but still very, very close, very strong performances from both players, and we love to see it. Definitely gonna remember that bombardment from game one.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not the end of the Party Games tournament. It is simply the end of the winner's bracket. There is still an entire loser's bracket to go. We have Bot Cheetah versus IL. Al's 31 is still available. Nils is still going to be playing. There is still so much competitive Party Games before we even get to the grand finals. And look, I should probably get out of here right now. I have been Sheep003, your, unofficial, official co-caster of Party Games. You can find me at twitch.tv/sheep003. I'll be streaming today, having a little bit of fun. Come join me. And of course, thank you so much, Alice31, for having me on.
Thank you so much for joining as usual. Always a pleasure to have you here, and always a pleasure to have you cast those really good games and make them even more exciting.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you later, man.
Alright, see ya. I will chill with the chat for a bit here. Before going, yeah, what a game, guys, what a game. I'm gonna share my thoughts as well. GG's indeed. Definitely was hoping for a bit more longer game, but either way, game 1 and game 3 were so close, and then just game 2 was such a dominant performance from Cobb. What a match we have seen. Yeah, Nils definitely didn't get as lucky in the swing games, and it is just I know, part of Nils's skill, I guess, that he somewhat struggles with those, somewhat loses the stars from time to time from them, and it was a very big factor in his game against IL, because they did not get too many swing games at all, besides that one frozen floor in game 2, which Nils won, and this time Nils didn't get frozen floor, but he got all the other games that he's not as confident in, all the other swing games, and because of them, Cobb was able to secure the win, and he is finally getting into the top 2. Cobb making his way there, because Cobb had history a little bit. He, despite being a very good, wasn't really in the finals before, like in official tournaments. In big official tournaments, he got fourth place twice in a row. Now he's finally escaping his curse, getting into the top 2, and looking really good to win the whole tournament at this point. Like, he needs to win one more game against whoever will win losers brackets. And he already beat Nils, he already beat Cheetah, he played with IL twice in unofficial tournaments, and it was so close, and could have been really affected by the unofficial rules a lot, so it's really hard to say who will win in the actual rules, and me and Cobb haven't played in a while, so, but I do not think I will win against him again, even if I make it somehow in the grand finals. I don't know, not practicing or sweating too much, just kinda trying to focus on having a bit more fun now, because I'm stressing too much if I'm tryharding. And when like I said yesterday in my at the end of my mod, like, if I'm tryharding, I will be choking because of the stress, but if I'm not tryharding, I will be choking either way in the same games, but not because of the stress, but because of lack of practice or being drunk. And I'm still gonna choke the same amount, but at least I will be having more fun if I'm not practicing. So we'll see where it will get me. As long as it gives you guys more exciting games to see. Like I said, recommend everyone to go watch my VOD against Sand. That was definitely one of the party games of all time. Super fun game, all in all. GG Nils, GG. No pick Justin 3-0, I'm happy with that, yeah. No, there was one at the end of game 1, that's the only reason Nils didn't win game 1. How different it could have been if Nils didn't win, if Nils won game 1, because we might have been still here, maybe looking at game number 5 at this point. And imagine cover sale again, dude. The Christmas 1v1 was predicting it all. It's going to be covers IL once again. Imagine. I mean, IL has definitely a chance. I think out of all remaining players in Losers Break, he's playing the most right now, isn't he? Let me check. Weekly. Where is IL? Yeah, he's far ahead of everyone right now. I'm 14th. Okay, that's good, I guess. And Cheetah is now kind of unavailable. He can't even play. I don't think he can even access his PC right now, so definitely might have a bit of lack of practice for this match as well. So yeah, and we have seen Nils beat IL before, but like I said, it was a lot influenced a lot by the fact that they didn't get too many swing games and they did not get a single pick jousting. Like, I remember looking at the results of their last 1v1 before their official tournament match, and all the games that IL won had pick jousting in it. Then they didn't get a single pick jousting in tournament match, and he didn't win a single one. And today Nils posted another results, and all the games IL won had pick jousting once again. It's just the game he could just consistently gains so many stars in. Like, I mean, IL would have won those games either way today that he played with Nils, but no matter if it had pick jousting or not, I think, but still, it's definitely one of the games that just boosts IL from just a really good player to a fucking almost GOAT status. Like, he needs games like pick jousting towards the end of the tournament to move forward. Christmas only one was the real cycle theory. Yeah, it sure was. I was like, exactly. It wasn't that you were lucky, because, like, I mean, winning against IL just with core games is still a insane, a very insane achievement, no matter how you look at it. Maybe it wasn't you who were lucky. Maybe it's just IL was getting lucky before with getting pick jousting all the time, and one time he didn't get it. He wasn't able to get the job done. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it will go. He has a match against Cheetah coming up, and if he wins, he will go up against me, which will be a bit easier job than Cheetah. I don't know. We shall see. I'm obviously not giving up, but I don't know. I don't feel like I have that. I don't have the dog in me anymore to get into the finals this time. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Hard to say. Because it feels like even if I do get into the finals, I would need to win twice in a row against Cobb. Like, it's just gonna be another second place for me. Like, man. Like, I'm happy with third, fourth, or first, but not second. Not anymore, please. Anything but second. Regardless, top 3 is the best I've ever done in the 1v1. Yeah, good job, Nils. I mean, you still have a chance to win it all, but just like everyone else left. But yeah, top 3 is a very good achievement, very good accomplishment for you. In sense, I will change my skin to Fox J. Yeah, that might work. That might work. Unless you will be going up against me, then don't. Max did not do good against me. Who knows? Maybe I'm the only one who can beat Cobb. Cobb beat like basically everyone besides me in the losers, who's remaining in losers bracket. Like, I mean, he lost to IL twice, but it was like unofficial tournaments, and both of them were close. Last time I played with Cobb, it was a 3-0 sweep. It wasn't close. If only I was as good as I was back then. If only, chat. Right now, I don't think I can do the exact same thing. I might win barely one game, but most likely Cobb will be sweeping me 3-0 this time. I'm never reaching close to top 3. That's not true. Ken, you improved a lot as well since the last tournament. just got a bit unlucky, and this tournament is just fucking crazy and competitive as fuck. It's just really hard to keep up on the good level. We have seen so many good players not getting in early. I mean, getting out of the tournament early, so I could see Ken in the top 5, maybe top 3 eventually. Maybe when a few sweats retire, maybe if Ken practices a bit more, but he definitely has what it takes to get there, because he's really consistent across most of the games, just slowly building towards the getting a better player. I mean, Ken had his very big highlight, and it's beating Sent in this tournament, who was top 3 last time, so definitely has an opportunity to get higher in the next one if he wants to participate. Maybe in 2v2 he can get. I could see Ken's team like winning 2v2. No matter who will he will be teamed with. Man, if the next tournament is a 2v2, I can't wait to see what insane matches there will be. Yeah, and I cannot wait to see what I'll have to do with the fucking rules for this one, because there will be things that will need to be done to balance it out more. Like I had like a thought in my head. I think it might have been something about RPG a few days ago in 2v2, and just thinking about like potential problems with it, and just as well as the rule that we added recently with the ties in the like score-based games. It was like I was thinking that it would be so much harder to track. Like, for example, imagine if like 2 players are behind in like lawnmower on different teams, and they like basically finish on the same points. The game won't even like die or tell you that they died, and like you won't be able to see it on the scoreboard if it happens, and like which kind of invalidates the rule, and like might not be a big deal, but I still wanna like, I don't know, try to figure something out with that. Obviously, it's very unlikely to happen, something like that, but it's similar to all the other score-based games like that, since we can only see top 3. I know why Hypixel removed the thing where you can see the whole scoreboard, because when party games were just released, you could see everything, like all 8 players, or 16 players for party games 2 and 3, which is weird. Even if I'm slightly good, I'm very unlucky. I'm gonna get targeted in every Frozen 4 and pick jousting. I mean, yeah, it's just unfortunate sometimes with the targeting and stuff. Sometimes you're just not too lucky, and it's okay. that's just part of the game, part of the party games. Now I want to see Cheetah plus Young team. I don't think this team will happen. I have a slight suspicion that this team will not happen. Yeah, 16 players party games, and party games 2 and 3 had games like Big Jousting and High Ground in them. Like, watch old Shingblood's YouTube videos, and you can see a fucking 16-player High Ground. That was certainly a mess. That was certainly something. Is Nils Vax returning? No. I mean, Vax might return, but you think they will be allowed to game after winning last time? I mean, they might be allowed to team eventually. Shh. No spoilers, chat. No spoilers. Wasn't it 12 players? I don't remember. I think it was 16. I might be tripping. Yeah. Vax is too washed. Vax has too much mechanical skill to be washed. I don't know. Although I thought the same about Blotzer and see how it went. He definitely needs some practice to dress himself. It would be cool to see him come back. Trying to bring some people back from time to time. Always cool to see the OGs coming back. Well, Vax is not really an OG, but we haven't seen him in almost a year now, since the last 1v1 tournament. I was really hoping to see Vax in 3v3 tournament. I would be interested to see him in 1v1s or maybe in PB hunts even. It would be good. Would have been pretty good. Next 3v3 in like a year it will happen. Chat, trust me. Yeah, I'm just running around thinking of the changes and additions for next 2v2 and what we might do. When is the next 3v3? Like I said, probably in a year or something. Because I wanna host next one around the time when most people are available, and it will last like a month or a month and a half again. So I know it feels like the summer is the only plausible choice, like end of June, maybe the whole July, something like that. But probably not this summer. And we also haven't had the... Also, why am I dropping so many frames? Hello? Because we haven't had 2v2 in a while. We just had 3v3 last time, and I don't know. I want to figure out the time when more people will be available. I guess we can still host it during the like school/college times, but it will be I don't know. People who will have lives will have a disadvantage. They want everyone to have a bit I don't know, more close circumstances. Summer 3v3. Gonna be my first 2. Oh yeah, you didn't play in the last 2v2. You played only in the Nils's one, and you won it with Fax. I remember that. I remember. Oh wait, I completely forgot. I looked at the time and was like, oh shit, did I miss MCC? No, MCC is like in an hour and a half. Which I will be watching, and we'll have a watch party in my Discord server. So if you guys wanna join and hop on to see the return of MCC. The second best Minecraft event after Party Games tournaments. you can join my server, and John will be seen like an hour or so. I will start screen sharing a bit before it starts. Probably gonna be watching Aqua's POV. I really think they have one of the greatest chances to win, and I really love the team as well. So, and excited for next 2v2. I don't know. I really want to see what kind of new combinations of players we will have, especially with new players, with I don't know, players who are coming back. Maybe some repeated teams that didn't do too well, getting a second chance. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype for sure. I don't know, who would you guys want to team with for 2v2? Wait, I'm still in the party. Hello, Nils. Welcome back. Yeah. Who are you guys thinking of teaming with? If you're planning to participate in chat right now. Can I team with Ken? That sounds like a barely illegal team, or barely legal. It depends. It's definitely a strong team. Also, hold on, I'm lagging quite a bit. I'm gonna save a replay before I log out and lose it. Yeah, like it feels like a very strong team, and it can be potentially an OP team depending on everyone else. So I don't know. It's gonna be hard to tell because it will fully depend on the teams, on all of the other teams, basically. We just join the community, we need trust. Overrated, you're not overrated, you're underrated, especially by yourself, Ken. Bold. I mean, yeah, it depends. Like, I mean, if like my my position about balancing 2v2s is and 3v3 tournaments, all the team tournaments is basically if every team is OP, then the tournament is still balanced. Okay, so you can try and apply, but if I'll see that all the other teams are a bit not as at your level, I will be like, I'll message you guys and be like, okay, you guys cannot team with each other. Everyone else sucks. You'll just beat everyone's asses. Find a new teammate. I don't know. Understand. And Vaxant can just swept basically everyone when they played in Nils' 2v2, I think. They were kinda cracked there. And Nils is now better than Vax at that round time. And Ken is way better than he was back then as well. So did they beat like Cheetah and Anti in the first round and then me and Dougal in the finals or something? I don't remember. I'm a team with Sylvian. Oh yeah, I can't team with Ken, so I'm gonna team with the person who beat Ken in the tournament. Yeah, that sounds even more legal. And makes Sylvian get many world records, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see people like Sylvian, IL, and others joining. Dude, I just had an idea. Imagine a team of Monkey City 17 boots for 2v2. Literally enemies to lovers arc, enemies to teammates arc, and they win the whole thing. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, someone should definitely make them team. That would be. I'm a team with Sand. Oh god, that is terrifying. Dude, I would love to see that. And they could actually have a really good chance as well. Like, they're both been improving and they're both pretty cracked, so. Monkey and Strong together. What kind of funny teams will happen as well? I don't know. We'll see like 15th iteration of Cop Sky, probably. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Cop with the other Sky this time. Which would be a very terrifying team as well. Sky has been popping off in this tournament, and Cobb literally made it to the finals. Like, damn. Who else? I wonder what teams would Fizzy or Spider pick. They both had a very strong team last time being together, and I don't think both of them really care about playing in the tournaments anymore, so that's kind of a shame, and I'm wondering who they would team with. If it's gonna be just one of them playing, they would probably team with Tab, though. I could see either Fizzy Tab or Spider Tab team happening next Twitter. Let me check this out. Who is ponging me? Party gamers are scary indeed. Gamers are the scariest people of all. Oh, Jusa, isn't it the guy who is like number 5? Yeah. So you guys were talking about them. in the party game server. Like they're like a very new MVP account who are just grinding a lot of party games for some reason. That's interesting. Maybe new party gamer, maybe new grinder. Punk. Would be cool to see. Base. Oh my gosh, I just saw Juke's setup where he watching my stream and F1 at the same time. That's funny. It's quite hilarious indeed. April Fool's party game store and bracket stage for 3+2 Blitz chess. And what? Okay, I'm not doing that. We are not doing the party games chess tournaments. New Blocky 17. I wonder if Blocky 17 will sign up for the tournament. Love to see more grinders signing up in the 2v2. Also, CJ is back. He might be in the next 2v2 as well. He won 3v3 with Sant and Juke. That was a very cool team. Really glad they won. And would love to see CJ go for another team crown. Yeah, he does seem like more of a win grinder, but like we have seen, like I said, some of the win grinders recently joining. CJ, Monkey, Itamar, people who were mostly focusing on wins grinds instead of competitiveness. So I could see it happening. So also, are you adding fastest 7 kills peak justing Frozen Floor world record? I don't know, probably never. I know. It's really hard to say because I will probably do the top scores update after the tournament ends. I would need to think some things out, and I'm thinking of adding some new stuff, maybe changing the system a bit, because the way the top scores are right now, the 7 kills, the fastest 7 kills doesn't really fit into the the system, the overall top scores dog, because it's not really I don't know how to. It's hard to explain because it's like not the exactly the scores that give you like a win condition like in every other game. Like it is just basically the same record we had before, but like timed. And skills don't really work properly as the win condition score, because you can get in most of the games you can get more kills than someone else, but if you die to just one person with 1 kill, they will still win. Like it's not like kills is not the score that you need to get in those games in order to win, if it makes sense. So I might what I was thinking for the next top scores update is we might add a bit more miscellaneous stuff, like Nils's like stuff from Nils's unofficial doc to be tracked in the official one as well, but not to give them a record holder, which I might do for fastest peak jousting, frozen floor and peak joust, fastest frozen floor and peak jousting 7 kills. But I would need to think about it. Top scores is very peculiar thing that is hard to adjust and hard to update. So, but I have some ideas in mind, and we might see them, but not as exactly like official world records, you know? Because in order to, I don't know, to fully have them as official world records, we need to kind of change the whole, the way the whole top scores work. And it's hard to say what is the best way to do it, because my main concern is just adding miscellaneous stuff and like not focusing on just primary scores. Is just that it will just turn into like turn into a huge doc with just a lot of random scores no one is going for, But since all of the records are now so optimized, maybe that's kind of what it needs to get a refreshment and have more people interested in going for some of those random scores. I know. Like I do not want to see a dog with fucking 28 spider maze records for each spawn or something, which might happen. Like it's really, I don't know, the fact of like a bit of a domino effect. Like we add one miscellaneous record like that, and we just keep adding them more. But like I said, maybe it is what it needs. I would need to think about it more. I'm just like throwing my random thoughts. Like what I'm saying right now, everything I said right now is like not what is going to happen. Maybe it's just like my random thoughts that I'm having right now. Not thinking too deeply about it, and just planning in my mind for the top scores update a bit after the end of 1v1, maybe like in a week or two. So I don't know. What would you guys want to see in top scores? What are your thoughts on what I was saying right now? Like, if the stuff I said makes sense. Yeah, a lot of people seem to really want those two records specifically. Fastest pig murder in pig fishing. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't want to add miscellaneous. We're gonna see stuff like that there, which I know, the always almost always like top scores were just stuff for like actual like win condition scores in the games, and like AP tracker was for the miscellaneous stuff like that, like just kill the pigs fast. Like there was an achievement at one point that was something like kill 5 pigs during pig fishing or something. I think Fizzy and Marky were originally planning to add it, but then changed their mind at the end. So yeah, and it just feels like with adding miscellaneous scores, it's AP, not AP, the top scores log might just evolve into a different, a bit of a different version of AP tracker, where just like people will go for just absolutely random shit. Let's see. Fastest 7-kill super ship. We have one 7-kill super ship. Fastest 7-kill bombardment, fastest 7-kill jigsaw. Okay, I see. Good AP. I don't think that's fun, but like I don't know if anyone will be like going for them. It's like so like people will just like, I don't know. There will be like 2 people who will go for them for a bit and just forget about it. Like, I mean, it sounds like fun. It'd be like, oh, I want to go for like killing pig and pig fishing fastest, but then it's just like you do it like you're not gonna be like grinding it for you just like do it once and that's it. It's not gonna be something that people are actually gonna be competing for. But like I said, it's kind of still the problem with primary scores anyway, because people are competing for them, but it just they're so optimized and they require so much luck that it's really hard to do it. So maybe we just need to turn top scores into just meme dog altogether at this point. Maybe that's what will help it. I don't know. Best worst set of games. Yeah. This happened with the fast front 4 fall damage death. Everyone for that's what I'm saying. That's I feel like a lot of those gonna be similar issues. Like I wanna like if we're gonna have miscellaneous scores, they're probably gonna be something that still people can go for occasionally, and maybe require some sort of like I don't know, a bit more skillful plays than just dying and getting boosted and dying in frozen floor fastest. I don't know, maybe some skills still related to the way you need to play the game, but with different conditions. Like I could see bringing back records like solo bombardment volcano and duo super ship in it, back in the miscellaneous scores. It will be hard to go for a volcano or bombardment solo, and it will not give you record holder role, but I don't know. Feels like it's a bit better than just altogether removing them, because I don't know, we were still tracking them, and the one of the reasons we removed them was the fact that it's like technically a glitch, but it also kind of not at this like it kind of is a glitch, but it kind of isn't. I don't know. Top scores are hard. It's hard to figure out because like party games weren't exactly designed for this kind of stuff. What I'm trying to do with it, I would say, party games was not meant to take it that seriously. So, and it is hard to have one whole working system for all of the scores, all of the games, because there are 26 of them and they're so different, and with different rules, different luck involved, different randoms involved. Like it just and I'm trying to keep it like somewhat consistent across all of them. I'd be glad to keep track of meme VRs. Yeah. You're still streaming? Yeah, we're just talking about possible stuff. Hello D. I could donate more. Oh no, I'm gonna end the stream. Hold on. Yeah. I like taking party games both seriously and not seriously. Yeah, what I meant by taking it seriously is like the amount like work we're putting into like all the community stuff. Like I know it's just I don't think when Hypixel were coding party games they were thinking about all the stuff we have right now. So and I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are on the same page as you, Nils, and I want to keep it that way. Like we have obviously competitive tournaments and we have like world records and achievements and all the events and stuff, but like it's not too competitive. It's not like really like I don't know, there's something like competitive toxicness or something coming from players. They just like at the end of the day, most like 99% of people are here just to have a bit of fun for themselves. Like they're not even getting anything for winning other than just their own satisfaction and stuff. So if that makes sense, yeah, it does make sense. I hate party games. I'm sorry. Fake party gamers. Yeah, there is not XST, but that's just arcade for you, as you were not here during 2020, my guy, or 2021. I mean, have you heard of mini balls, Nils? Have you heard of me? Yeah. But yeah, most of the other arcades communities are mostly chill right now, I think. I know. I see some people flow into the party games nowadays from other communities and they're pretty chill. But I don't know exactly what's going on inside each server and how active they are, how nice people are there. But I guess since I don't hear anything about it, that means there's no drama going on, or no major, like, I don't know, controversies. So I guess that's a good sign that those communities are doing okay. Mini walls is an exception, yeah. You didn't scare spamming fanboy in hole in the wall. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is... Yeah. I was also thinking of, I don't know, what kind of other things we can add, like, what other the custom things we can do, because, like, it is so much harder to do, like, achievement updates nowadays. We're, like, kinda, since the game doesn't, do, well, let me hide the scoreboard. Since the game doesn't get any more updates, what else can we add? Because we can only like add so many achievements that people can go for, and like I don't know, not too many people seem to be interested in them nowadays. we have like occasional AP grinders from time to time, but not that much. Like world records, no matter what updates I will come up with, they will still eventually become too optimized, and depending on luck. And we can either just like have like very rare updates like we have right now, or just add a bunch of random records and that no one is still gonna go for anyway. So it is hard to deal with records as well. Tournaments are exciting, but they're also becoming way too optimized. Like, what else other than just small random events we can add? Like some persistent, like some consistent thing that we can have in the community, and just I don't know, maybe have more people invested in the game, more people interested, maybe some outsiders. Like, I don't know what it could be. I'm thinking about it sometimes. I would go for a piece, but I only have like 2 left. Yeah, and like I said, it's hard to add more world record parties, team world record parties. Maybe it might be, but hard to get people, especially during school days. The world record party. Yeah, but it's like it's not like I don't know, persistent, not consistent, like one thing that we'll have. I don't know, and it's not something like new. Like we've been having record parties for a while, and if anything, it's just gonna make a few more records more optimized, and that's about it. But at least we might have fun. Maybe like I don't know, I don't know, some sort of like party games league where we just like play competitive games like every weekend, just to get more points for some like big leaderboard or some shit, and then occasionally hosting tournaments only. I don't know, but it's still like kind of close to just competitive format anyway. And like I don't know how many people would be invested in that if it's not just one big event. I don't know. Ranked PG, yeah. We had Golsy trying to set up an ELO server. It was actually pretty okay made. Like the ELO rankings, the bot was doing ELO rankings, and they were working pretty well. But not too many people were interested since it was like a different server, and like Golsy himself wasn't taking too much like I don't know what's called moderation in it, and also a lot of people didn't from that time didn't really like it. Like there's like some people who were really against this one, mainly Nori and Pei, but they're not really in the community that much anymore. So I'm never like always peculiar about people being ranked for some reason. I don't know, and also Gothy himself wasn't a very good person, so it's just kind of like like it might be like an idea that kind of works, but it's like might work in theory, but like it was just like at the wrong time made by the wrong people. It's just everything went against it, and I don't have brain, or I don't I don't really see the point of like actually having like ELO rankings, but maybe some different system with careful adjustments, careful balancing, careful I don't know, moderation might work out, but it's something that would need to require a lot of thought put into it, and I don't know. I wonder what the community would be like if Norin Pay would still be in 2023. It would not be great. Like, yes, I mean, if you are a fan of more drama in the party games community, then sure, it would be more interesting, I guess. But definitely, if you just want to sell for like more chill community, focus on being nice and more close to each other, then yeah, never mind. Yeah. I don't know. a lot of people are moving out from Padians. The more focus on real life stuff. Also, I keep seeing Illumisphere joining and leaving Hypixel. I always see him online whenever I play. Maybe I should invite Illumisphere to one of the tournaments. Maybe he would be interested to come back. Hello, Douglas. Okay. On with the doggo. And GG's on the match once again. I still haven't posted the results, haven't I? The games touches grass, real, absolutely disgusting. Oh wait, is that cheap or free streaming? No way. He sure is streaming some Brawlhalla, which is Pog. I love to see that. Okay. I also need to go prepare for VC Watch Party. I've been streaming for quite a bit, just talking too much. There is sometimes just a lot of thoughts in my head, so need to let them out sometimes into the release them into the air, I guess. So yeah, I think I will be ending the stream now, then, and I will rate Sheep in a second. Go check out his channel. He's he was our second caster for most of the games, and definitely making them more exciting. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you for hopping on, for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the match as well. I enjoyed it a lot. And hope to see you guys whenever the next match happens between Cheetah and IL. It's the only game we're waiting on right now. We just wait for this one to happen. So yeah, hope to see you guys there, and hope to see you guys today in my Discord server celebrating all the birthday stuff. There will be a lot of new things and more streams later. One more stream later today, so make sure to tune in, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Bye.